got some low back pain that goes up and down the kind of back side of the spine? I want to help you understand that coming up next. Hi FreeBody family, Kat Matlock here in Asheville, North Carolina. It's been a minute since I have done some videos because I'm in Asheville and my community was just wrecked by Hurricane Helene. So I just want to say thank you to all the people who offered support, supplies, came and dug mud. We are still in the process of rebuilding, but this community is strong and resilient and amazing. So we're doing okay. Thank you so much. So just wanted to get that out of the way because I haven't done anything for a while. And now I want to help you understand low back pain that goes up and down the lumbar spine. As you can see in this pain referral picture right here, there is a muscle that causes this pain. That muscle is the psoas. The psoas. And what's interesting, I brought up Hurricane Helene because so many people in my community, my clients, my students that I work with here were ringing me up going, that low back pain is back. Of course it is, because the psoas muscle is our first responder in stress. So let's take a look at this pain referral pattern again. You can see that the psoas causes pain that goes up and down the lumbar spine. It's so clear, and I have seen this pattern many, many, many thousands of times with the people that I've worked with over 32 years now of working in people's bodies. And the psoas does a bunch of stuff. It causes this pain, and it also can just grip your lumbar spine and kind of put you in lockdown. Like, the psoas is the largest hip flexor. So it's the muscle, it's the biggest muscle that draws the knees toward the chest or helps you to curl up in a ball to protect your internal organs. That's all about the stress response. Stress and trauma cause contraction in the psoas muscle. When it contracts, it's going, hey, get out of here. This is dangerous. There's not safety here, right? A stress response ultimately is a lack of safety. The brain is going, we're not safe. You need to run or kick and get to freedom, right? That's the job of the psoas. Another job of the psoas is to curl you up in a ball to protect your internal organs when there's danger. So whether you're mobilizing in fight or flight to get the heck out, or your body's going, oh, there's nothing we can do, just curl up in a ball, right? That's the psoas both times. So any of those situations, your psoas gets stuck contracting, and then it will make your body ache up and down this lumbar spine. The psoas will make it difficult for you to stand up from sitting, right? Because it's trying to keep you down. So you go to stand up and it's like, oh, I can't really do that. And it hurts in the back. That's the psoas. Understanding where the pain is coming from and where the difficulty is coming from is essential to getting better. Because what you might be doing is, oh, my back hurts. First of all, I should stop moving. No, that just reinforces the tension, so don't stop moving. You might find, oh, I can't stand up, so I'm just not going to stand up, or I'll just lay in a ball in the bed. That might be appropriate for a day or so, but not longer than that, because you don't want to keep yourself stuck in that pattern. You also might be rolling a ball or using your percussion massager or whatever it is on the back, right on that area. And it might feel like, yeah, I'm doing the right thing. And it might help you a little bit, might help move inflammation, might release some of that thoracolumbar fascia. And speaking of the thoracolumbar fascia, I did some videos on understanding chronic low back pain that gets stuck there and why that thoracolumbar fascia is really key to understanding chronic low back pain. I'm going to put the links in the description to some of those talks about the thoracolumbar fascia and chronic low back pain. But it often begins here. It often begins with a traumatic event, a very stressful event, or a chronically stressful period of time in your life where the psoas is constantly going, we need to either get out of here or we need to like curl up in a ball and protect. So psoas, number one cause of pain that goes up and down the low back, typically one side or the other. It's going to keep you from standing up or being able to stand for long periods of time without feeling like you have to curl forward. And it's also going to kind of keep you immobile. It might be hard to twist, might just be hard to move in general, definitely doesn't feel like you want to lift anything. And over time, the psoas, if you're not tending the stress in the nervous system, then the psoas is going to keep going into lockdown. So to treat this, one of the first things you want to do is some deep belly breathing. Deep belly breathing, and I did a video on that and how that relates to the psoas, and I'm going to link that video below. But that deep belly breathing kind of literally massages your psoas internally and starts going, it's okay, baby. You can let go. It's okay. We're safe. Telling yourself and your body, we're safe right now. It's okay. And I'm doing a lot of trauma work right now with people in my community and all around the country, actually, where one of the key elements of that is softening and soothing the psoas muscle. Telling your body, your muscles, your tissues, your nervous system, it's okay, right now we're safe, helps that psoas to soften. Deep belly breathing, link in the description, and how that relates to low back pain and the psoas. Very important, very key. Also, don't stop moving. You have to move. And sometimes just getting up and swinging your legs, throw in some gentle kicks around, doing some movements, cat-cow, that sort of thing, helps the psoas to get more pliable, to start releasing its grip on the lumbar spine, and then directly releasing it with a soft ball, only a soft ball. The FreeBody ball is perfect for this because you don't want to push really hard. I've seen some other YouTubers, they put a hard lacrosse ball and then a kettlebell on top of it to get in there. Please don't do it. The psoas, they're very delicate structures deep to and just above the psoas muscle. Nerves that supply the urogenital area, nerves that supply the bladder, nerves that supply the very fine nerves that go downward into the pelvic organs. Those all lay around the psoas. And if you're using a hard ball with a kettlebell on top of it, that can be actually dangerous, and you don't want to do it. You don't want to crush your internal organs. So the soft ball really gets in there. So I'm going to link in the description how to release the psoas with the soft ball. Very important. So just key takeaways here. Pain that goes up and down the lumbar spine is directly caused by the psoas. The pain referral pattern of the psoas is up and down the lumbar spine. Don't stop moving. Very important to keep moving. Very important, number one thing to do when you have that low back pain is to do some deep belly breaths. Because when we go into a stress response, the breath goes up here. And if you keep the breath up here or holding your breath, that's going to keep you perpetuated in that stress response and constantly contract that psoas. And it will never be able to release fully if that's your breathing pattern. So deep belly breaths is key takeaway number 3. Number 4 is the psoas doesn't work in a vacuum like everything else, right? So releasing the other hip flexors is super important. So I did a video on here's all the hip flexors. There's a bunch of them. The psoas is not the only hip flexor. So releasing all of the hip flexors sometimes super helpful. Of course, I did a video on that. We'll link that in the description. So I think that covers it. Low back pain is the number one cause of lost work, lost productivity, and disability worldwide. Worldwide. You're not alone in this, but there's hope. You can get out of this pain. You attend the nervous system, you move, You sit well, you walk well, posture, right? Get up and move, do some self-trigger point release, do some fascial release, and you'll be good to go. I'm Kat Matlock here in Asheville. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you in the next video.